pop-up perspectives. As you guys already know, these things happen with absolutely no warning. We got about 10 minutes. We're going to run into this. So, yeah, I've been gone for a little bit, been out working in Houston. Shout out to Texas Dog. Hopefully you get to watch this. Shout out to you. I didn't get a chance to get with you, but I think I got to go back. So definitely, I would hope we can link up. You can show me some of the great places to eat in Houston. But I was out there breaking my back, doing some work, and I'm back now. Gonna get some videos and things together. But this pop-up perspective is about something. One answer to rule them all. Because there is one question that rules them all. Whenever people find out that you're a credit card enthusiast, or people come into the game, and once again, shameless promotion, a lot of people are not watching common terms using the credit card industry and credit card points and miles game because they're asking the same questions over and over again. But one question that I noticed that they do ask consistently is, what is the best credit card? It's a purposely vague question, and it's inspired to get people thinking, but at the same time, what's going on, Boxer? Welcome to the live. But people ask that question all the time. What is the best credit card? Now, that's kind of like saying, what is the best fruit? Or what's the best ocean? Or, you know what I mean? It's what's up, Woodsy? So now here's the thing. You get a couple of answers. And the most common one, the most common meta that exists in the game is, it's the one that works for you, which then turns said vagary back upon itself. Then you get the ones that say, well, oh, well, I'll answer a question with a question. What's the best credit card for you? Well, what do you want? Do you want to travel, or do you want cash back? Okay, that turns a question upon itself, but it doesn't really aim to teach. Now, my whole thing is I want you guys to be the smartest credit card users in every room that you enter, period. That is a non-negotiable for me. And that forces me to answer questions in a way that makes you have to explain yourself, because I constantly have to explain myself. People challenge me all the time, which I do welcome. The more challenges I get, the better I have to be, as iron sharpens iron. So we're about 3 minutes in. So let's just answer the question. What is the best credit card for you? And this is a universal application, and I will stand on this hill. I will die on this hill. I will rot on this hill. What is the best credit card for you? It's the one that you don't need. That covers it all. What does that mean? That means that the credit card that you don't need is the one that can never control your financial decisions. The credit card that you don't need is the credit card that is 100% upside, because its points and its rewards are in addition to cash that you already have on a consistent basis. Truth be told, the ultimate credit card setup for a lot of people can be a single card, because that's the one that they don't need and they have nothing but upside. Annual fee included. You pay the annual fee, and as we know, because on Chaz Money Minutes, we don't do effective annual fees. We don't say that cards pay for themselves until we've done the actual math. The annual fee, you're simply prepaying for a bunch of credits that the credit card company hopes you never take advantage of. Simply stated. But they've already got your money. But the credit card that you do not need is always the best one for you. The minute you need a credit card as a fail-safe, as a safety net, as a supplement to monies that you have to spend, that is not the card for you. I don't care how many cards you have. Period. That's it. The best card for you is the one that does not control your finances. Because if you are worrying, remember, stress and time are also currencies that people don't talk about when dealing with finances, and all three are intimately intertwined. So if you have, let's say you make 200K a year, right? The best card for you, is it going to be the black card? Maybe, maybe not. But could it be the Bilt card? Could it be the Chase Freedom Unlimited? No annual fee. You have enough. You live within your means. 1.5 Chase points for everything. Bada bing, bada boom. Five points in the travel portal. Boom, pow, pew, pow, pow. You're winning all over the place, and you got the money to cover it. So that's what it is. Let me see in the chat here. Um, Melting Cheese says, is worth getting travel card if you only travel twice a year. Is it worth it? It depends on the ancillary credits that those travel cards come with. Like, for instance, my Platinum card comes with a bunch of ancillary credits that I use whether I travel or not, like Walmart Plus, which then gives me access to Burger King Rewards, which then gets me access to 10 cents off at Exxon gas stations. The Disney Plus that my kids make great use of, Peacock that we make great use of. It all depends on the ancillary credits. Now, if you get a purely travel based card, then my answer, simply stated, is no, don't. Because travel based cards tend to have the kind of partnerships that make travel cards more expensive than lifestyle cards. They make them way more expensive than food based cards. It makes them more expensive than some of the co-branded cards, because a lot of travel cards are co-branded, like the Hilton Aspire, the Delta Reserve, the American Airlines insert whole paragraph here, World Elite MasterCard, because you're leveraging those relationships. So that is what I would say to you. If you're quote unquote, because I don't know what you're considering a travel card, because a travel card could, a lot of times people consider those cards that simply have the highest multiplier on travel categories, but they're not in fact travel cards. People have considered the Capital One Venture Extra travel card, and it's simply not. Some people consider it a luxury card, and it's not. It's really a mid tier card. But hopefully that answers your question. Um, but yeah, back to the lecture at hand here. The best card for anyone is the card that they don't need, because you want 100% upside, period. That is it. That is all. And this is not an indictment on people who carry balances or have to pay interest. Sometimes that is a part of life. Interest, while it may be a dirty word in the credit card miles points game, in real life, in reality, these are the things that happen. People who tell you they don't pay interest on credit cards are paying interest on home loans. People who tell you they don't pay interest on credit cards are paying interest on car payments. People who tell you that they're not paying interest on credit cards are paying interest on a myriad of things that for some reason seem to be okay. Now, credit card interest is soul crushing because people don't understand it, because it's compounded every day and not on an actual balance, but on your average daily balance, which makes it a black hole that people don't want to step into, which I do understand, but yet and still it is a way of life. So you want to avoid that if you can, because it doesn't come at you at the speed of a bullet. It comes at you at the speed of a sloth. So that's what makes credit card interest very hard to swallow, because it's really kind of avoidable. I would say 90% avoidable, unless you have just a serious emergency. But for the most part, the best card for anybody, for me, for you, is the one that you don't need, because the competition in the credit card market is such that even the luxury card, $1,000 luxury card, the quote unquote black MasterCard, even they offer points, because they understand that giving the people a card without giving them something to have upside on, it's financial ruin, because you can't compete. And basically, these points are simply these credit card issuers allotting a part of their profit margin to you, to attract you, to make you a lifelong customer. Hopefully, you overspend. Hopefully, you put your hat beyond your reach, and then they will enjoy the partnerships that they have with these other companies, and everybody makes money, and you're the schlep just holding the bag. So that is what these are all about. 23, the 14 2C. God, 23, the one for you to see. I finally got it right. What's going on? Welcome to the chat. Melting Cheese says something like the Venture X, but I see Citi is looking pretty good. Citi is definitely Citi's upsetting the apple cart. They've really come out swinging in an attempt to carve out a niche in the credit game, because our community, while it's small, has a lot of sway and influence, a lot more than people will say, because you have to understand there are people who are into this that are not on YouTube, not on TikTok, not on social media. There are echo chambers where people really put these car companies through their paces. So I'm actually pretty happy that Citi is in the game. What's going on, Nico? Welcome to the chat. I appreciate you being here. But yeah, that is it. The best card for you is the one that you don't need. That's it. That answers every single question. Phil Mo in the building. when you don't need it. I'm telling you, it because here's the thing. You get a lot of people that will say, um, don't let a card dictate your spending habits. Well, if you need the card, that's exactly what it's doing because your spending habits are such that you need a short-term loan. So when you do not need the card, when you don't, then you are still in 100% control. That's that's the name of the game here. And we're going beyond, and I'm happy Woodsy is in here because Woodsy actually touched on something like the addiction of applying for credit cards and having credit cards, right? That speaks to self-control. But when you apply for a card that you don't need, you're in total control. And that's something that does not get touched on because you need to control all pieces on the board. So that is the answer. These pop-up perspectives are not meant to take up a lot of your time, and I would love to talk to you guys. I'm going to try to schedule a members only live and another live because I have some great announcements for the channel. We've already crossed the 11-minute mark, and I don't want to take up a lot of you guys' day. I appreciate everybody who was able to pop in. Like I said, these come without warning, so I never really expect a large audience here. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that question. What's the best card for you? It's the one that you don't need because all you do is profit. So let's see here before we go. Boxer says, I'll be the first to admit I need my card. Sadly, I'm paying interest. Got to do what I got to do. I don't like it, but facts are facts. That's it. It's just real life. That's how it happens. That's it. I paid interest. I've admitted it. I'm one of the few credit card creators, if the only one who has ever admitted to paying interest. Okay, still, precious few in this game can beat me with my redemptions. Precious few in this game can say, except for a select few, can say they've redeemed more points and gotten more value out of their points for travel than me, which has offset monies that I've paid because that's how math works. But it is what it is. I'll never judge, and by all means, I want you guys to be the smartest credit card users. And we talk about real things here. I'm very transparent. I've caught hella heat for my Robinhood Gold video because everybody thinks I just know nothing about credit cards. I don't really care, but that was my authentic story, and that is something that I just wanted to share. So, for the last time, the best credit card for you is the one that you don't need because then it does not control you. You control it, and you can use those rewards for whatever you like, be it cashing them out or redemptions for travel. And Boxer says, I try to make multiple payments a month. Not embarrassed about it. This is for my business. If I didn't have them, I would not have a business right now. Such is life. Not even mad. Just another challenge. That's exactly what it is. Cesar Joel, just to let you guys know, he's going to be hosting the PR meetup, which I will be attending. Shout out to my brother, my Puerto Rican brother, one of the nicest people you can ever meet. Now, with that, we've covered the pop-up perspective. I appreciate everybody who's here. You could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here, and I thank you so much because without you, there is no me. There is no Chad's Money Minutes. I don't count milestones because each and every one of you who's taken the time out to just listen to me and my musings, I greatly well appreciate. Remember, have announcements, big announcements coming up, and I'm really happy about them. Working on a new series for the members only, working on the Did You Know series, where I find very little known facts about hotel and airline points programs that can be extremely lucrative and extremely useful. I'm working on Marriott, and I've already found some things that have really made my eyes pop. So with that, gotta say thank you so much. I'm gonna head out and go spend some time with the kids and the wife. I've been gone all week, and yeah, they need me. So you guys take it easy.